90-second connection protection. I think that might be the way to go. If I enable that for the whole account, I think that'll be the thing to do. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I gotta get Twitch to show up again. Every time I do this, Twitch gets really confused. Like, cause I'm kind of monitoring from my phone as well. Because if I was doing this live, like from the road or something, I would have to monitor it from my phone. Either that or have a different phone for monitoring on Twitch, which I could also do. That actually might even be better, because then it's not burning up this phone for that. But then to do that, you have to have a Wi-Fi router, and the Wi-Fi router is $800 and an extra $25 a month. The mic is kind of low now. Is it this? It's probably this mic right here. Can you feel the tap on the mic? I can't hear. Let me see if I can get. I need to hear this. So let me try to reset. How are you doing, Morgar? Wow, that's like really low. That's insane. Also, I'm starting to get the static. Can you hear the static? I was afraid of that. Can you hear the static, or is that just me? That, you know how like when you have like getting some image simulation working in Python. Ooh, I'm happy to be able to set the volume to above 100% right now. Ancient Straits, be careful, because don't make sure you have your headphones off and stuff, because I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't want to blow your ears out. For what it's worth, though, my ears are involved too. I'm hearing everything you're hearing. So this right here is the lowest setting of the road gain, and it's obviously not going to be enough. But it is picking up from the road, though. That's for sure. I thought maybe it was picking up from the phone. Hey, look, my bald head. I haven't seen it from the top ever. So I'm going to click one gain on the mic. So I'm turning my earphones down right now, because I'm going to everybody turn your earphones down just in case, because this mic has 3 gain settings, and I don't know how much the next one's going to jump. All right, how about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Wait, it doesn't even show you what the gain level is. Oh, plus the battery's almost dead on this. Check 1 2. 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 Check. I don't know. Did it freeze? I didn't hear any change. Here. Okay, so that's like 80% volume. All right, is this any better? Check, check, check. Check 1 2. All right, let's go for the third level. I think this is the third level. Yeah, that's level 3. Uh, I think that's probably going to be it. I get a bit of coil whine. What's coil whine? Yeah, I think number 2 is good, but I don't know that it's going to be strong enough. I mean, this is so much gain. There's no way it's going to be good, you know? So, and there's no way to amplify the mic any other way. I wish there was a way to add clean gain in the phone, you know? Like with the cloud lifter, but if this still touches you, die. Oh God. So I'm going back to level 1, which you can't even hear. Check 1, 2. This is level 1. Check 1, 2. This is level 2. You like level 2? Which one do you like? And then check 1, 2. This is level 3. Which one do you like? Do you guys like 1, 2, or 3? Do you like 3 or 2? This is level 1. This is level 2. This is level 3. You guys like level 3? All right. Well, we can stay with that. Yeah. Do you get electronics from the room? You do probably, right? You probably hear my fans and stuff. Because I turn my volume down. Let me turn my volume all the way back up. Your parents are watching TV at full volume. So yeah, when I put my microphone, my ear mic all the way up, I can definitely hear everything in the room. I'm 90% sure this is what Hitch has his Rode on. Because he uses the exact same mic and he uses it with a phone just exactly like this, and he is picking all kinds of stuff up from the restaurant and everything. They're like listening to the conversation from the Dutch couple next door. And I've got the dead kitty here. Which is ready to go. And I actually want to see what the difference between this is. And I want to see just the unit itself. All right, so I'm going to mute this mic temporarily. Wait, check 1, 2. So this mic, you can mute it if you just tap the bottom. All right, so this is supposed to also work, but I think it's a little bit different. The volume. God, it's not really that much different, is it? I mean, which one's better? Let's see. I wonder if I can plug this in without... I know. Here, I'll mute it and then put the mic in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, hell. The lapel mic's a lot better. Wouldn't you agree? It's a lot better. I think the lapel mic is a lot better. So here's the other mic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that. One, two, three, four. Yeah, it's definitely better. I mean, it's not so much better. Yeah, it's not so much better that I couldn't get away with just wearing the other one if I was doing yoga or something, you know? Now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to wear it while I'm doing yoga, because I won't have any pockets or anything. I mean, how am I going to stand on my head with the Rode mic on? You like this one too, Ancient Straits? So what's really cool is I can actually plug this right into the soundboard, so we can use it with, I like walk around the room and stuff. Wouldn't a capacitated mic be better? What do you mean? Like one in the room? I have a condenser that I can pick up everything in the room with. Yeah, I have. The problem is I live in an apartment, and you would hear everything. Actually, I don't know that. You might. Yeah, here's the one I have. So this is a great mic, but it just picks up everything, you know. But you know what? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that this mic. I'm not so sure that this mic is going to be any better, because this. Yeah. Yeah. This is also a condenser. It's just a localized condenser, and the gain on it's not as good, you know. I mean, even on level 3, you can pick up the room noise and fans and stuff, but you could alter your volume for that. And with the condenser like way over there, I thought about hanging like a shotgun mic like right over my head. That might be the way to go, you know. But so far this sounds pretty good. I'm not too disappointed. Let's try a headstand. Watch me kill myself. You guys see my big mess. I just want to hear what kind of noise happens. Oh God, I can hear myself, but I'm like talking right into the mic. It's not too bad. It just kind of falls off. Look at my head. I'm like my head's gonna burst. It's like a red cherry. You think a shotgun mic? Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a cheap shotgun mic. I think it might be better because what I could do is I could attach it, I could make a directional mic from the camera. Where did that thing go? I was going to return it, but I actually think I might keep it now. Today I was filming the guy who was doing the 3D stuff, William. And I could tell I needed a shotgun mic because I was too far away. Where did I put that thing? I would love to be able to just not have to worry about anything, though. You're absolutely right. You know what I should do? I'm gonna do an entire stream of shit I'm returning because it doesn't work or is unnecessary. It's just like $5,000 worth of stuff I'm going to be returning. I'm not kidding. We were looking at the bill earlier. So here's one. This Smart Lav is absolute shit. You would not believe it. You think that the Rode Smart Lav would be the same as... You think it would be the same, but this is what I think Rode did. I think because this is the one that they're selling to everybody for their phone, I think they cheaped out on the internals of the mic. And so the mic that's actually less money, the $76 one I'm wearing right now, has way better range in bass tones. And I'm pretty sure I didn't ruin it somehow. So there was some question about, oh no, I ruled that out too. I thought maybe it was like the cable because I had to use USB cable for the one. Well, actually, we could test it right now. Where's the adapter? We could actually test it right now. I could plug it into exactly the same setup, and if it's any better or different, then we will know. That would actually help me identify whether that other problem was related to the what do I want to say, to the adapter, because one of them uses, because it's TRS and the other one's TRRS. And I think that could be the adapter like killed the signal somehow. I doubt it, but I'm trying to find the TRS adapter so I can test that. God, this is an overpriced piece of shit I don't need. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and now I don't. It's the 265 encoder. Yeah, because this is a big piece of a kit where if you're going to do the gunrunner backpack and you're gonna push to OBS and all that. But 9 times out of 10 you just want to stream to your phone. I wish people would like call that shit out earlier. And nobody wants to say that because they want to do all this big fancy ass, push this here and that there. And it's not necessary. None of it's necessary. It's funny too because the guys on Twit TV said the same thing. Somebody called in and they asked them and he said the same thing. Hey, what's this? And there's another streamer who streams from Japan. I forgot to go through these. There's different dead cats that go on the top of the road, and some of them have the Go Wireless 1 is different than the 2. It has the clips. I cannot find my adapter. Oh, I did a big headphone review too. You don't want to have production value come out of your ears. I don't know what that means. If I want production value, I'll use my Ars Technicas, which I also have. I have a wind kit. I want Beats in a headphone review? Hell yeah. It's so much better. These Beats are, okay, so actually these are like the old Beats, and these are too boomy. These are really, really boomy. And if I want production quality sound, then I plug in my Ars Technicas over here. These are actually in my kit. These are like the gold standard for true studio sound. And yeah, the Beats are bass heavy, but I want a little bit more bass when I'm listening to music and stuff like that. You lose a lot of bass, especially with these when you go running with them, because there's not a good connection to the giant backpack full of streaming kit. Oh, all that stuff? Oh, I have like stuff everywhere. It's kind of what I'm cleaning right now. But here's my, I don't know if you care, but this is my new wind kit. This is actually really cool because you can just plug it in if you have wind. So first of all, anytime you have to do anything with your phone, you gotta get rid of your gimbal. Gimbal gets put away because it will put too much weight on the motor and the motors will fry out and you'll be dropping people all over the place. I've done that. It doesn't. They have advertising showing, wires coming out of the phone and attached to the Osmo 5, and 4, and they have a light attachment. They call it a rig and everything, but it's not realistic because if you're going to have a gimbal, you got to be able to move around with it. And if you have all those wires coming out of it, forget it. So what I have another tool that this is just right now I'm just using just a plain old tripod, and it collapses down to nothing, and I have a connection that has a hot shoe for the road on top of it, and it goes really high. So like if I if I wanting, I mean, I saw a whole thing about wanting to have things eye level. You want, so like, you know, I could still go up another 1.5 foot with this particular selfie stick, and I just reused the gimbal mount from the bottom of this, the stabilizer. For the bottom of the foundation. But then this thing, use this when you go running, right? And here's another thing I found out. So if you are running, you can just run if it's like really intense wind, you can run the Rode mic here and to connect it directly without using the Rode attachment, because also the Rode attachment is burning battery, and you don't want to run it. You don't want to waste it. But like for shots like this, it's really perfect, because otherwise I'd have a wire connected to me and I couldn't mess with it. So I have a USB-C sort of splitter. It makes a mic and then a TRS mic and a TRS, headphones. And then I plug these into there if I actually wanted to get the actual sound. Otherwise, I can just plug the Rode in like I have now, or I can put these in there. I almost don't know if I need to carry these with me though, because I feel like for sound checks, live sound checks, I'm going to bring these when I buy my Zoom. That's another piece I have to buy before December 8th. God, I gotta buy that soon. I'm going to start doing live music events, and I want to have like really, really, really good gig level sound, you know. So I'm going to get me a Zoom like H1N, or probably the one that doesn't have any XLR inputs or anything, because I'm not going to be doing, I'm just going to use it for recording. It's only like 128. That's a lot, but I think by having it, I think the stream would eventually pay for itself in that, because I'm going to be doing like good live music, you know. All right, so put that in there, put that in there. You guys can all go away. All right. What was I doing? I forgot. I was trying to look for the TRS adapter so I could see if I want to see if this other Smart Lav is bad. You know what? I really don't even need to mess with it, because I already know that I don't need it. Because I'm always going to use a splitter. Why would you just plug a mic in? Maybe if you wanted a simpler cabling, I guess, maybe. But I can't find it now. I better be able to find it, because I got to return it later. These things didn't work. I should just go to bed and do this later. These things don't work. These are this is like a $400 fail. This is like the old school educator head thing. We actually use this for a full day. But it was way too sensitive. I could not do a headstand with this. It would have fallen off. It would have blown everybody's ears out and all sorts of stuff. Plus, if I walked like 3 rooms away, I would get all kinds of like noise. So that goes in that pile. Oh, here's the piece. So here's the other simple USB adapter. I have a feeling that this adapter, because it's converting to analog signal, so it is it is possible. It's possible that the adapter is the source of the lack of audio quality. Do you know what I'm saying? So, because this USB splitter that I have has really great performance for this mic, and I wasn't. What? Yeah, yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. It really is hit or miss. The problem is, I really want to. It doesn't make any sense to me that the microphones would be different. I mean, you'd think it would have exactly the same internals, and they just put a different, connection on the end of it. No, what to listen for response. I only understand Japanese, so I don't know if it'll be help, but I can tell you if I heard it. Tiffany. Tiffany. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. That vote of confidence. Hey, my bald head again. I keep leaning over. The jacked USB-C that Sony makes are decent. Yeah, I don't know who made this one. The Lightning industry from Belkin were garbage compared to. But do you guys think it makes? Do you think it makes sense that the mics would sound different depending on their adapter? It does, right? To your present one. So are you saying that you've had problems with adapters as well? Yeah. Well, that makes me feel better because I thought I was fucking going insane. Because I was like, to me at this point, it sounds much more likely. What? Oh, the USB end. Yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that that is exactly what was happening and that the Rode mics are the same. But the adapter was different that I used, and that accounted for the difference in noise. I mean, it lost a ton of signal. It was insane, particularly in the bass. It was like really, really tinny. So the moral of the story there is don't skimp on your USB to TRS adapters. I mean, it's such a tiny little piece. I would have paid double or triple the cost to get one that's really, really, really solid. I feel like this one's pretty good though, so I don't really need to sweat over it anymore. I just use this one, but I really want the answer to that question. So, and I also have to find the other one. Yeah, let me see if I can. Wait, I found a TRS adapter here. This is a different adapter. This is enough to test the Smart Lab. Whatever the fuck. All right, so let's try this. So I'm taking the Smart Lab, which is TRRS. That means it's got the extra band on it. Ooh, my voice is getting out of sync, I can see. I wish it had voice synchronization. Damn it. I forced them in without questioning their orientation. Yeah. I think we've all done something like that. Yeah. Raspberry Pi for sure. Yeah. I must be talking loud. All right, I'm going to mute this. All right, so I'm going to unmute it now. It's in the same spot. And let's see if there's a sound difference. Same exact signal. Same exact signal. It's exactly the same. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that makes me feel better. We know what the problem was. The problem was the fucking adapter. This piece of shit adapter right here. All right, I'm gonna go back. How much longer I have on this charge? I already did. It's the same. I actually, so that confirmed that the mics are fine, which is good because that just saved Rode a return. Because now I'm going to keep it because the Go Wireless 2. Check this. By the way, make sure you get the Go Wireless 2 and not the 1. Surround yourself with magnets for resistance and stuff. I do not know. Check 1, 2. Okay, so now the mics are teamed. Oh, that's interesting because you put both of them on and now you're like super, you've got double power. But what else you can do, you can actually have one of the mics be left and one of them be right. So you basically, you can do ASMR just using your Rode. Here, I'll show you. I think I can do it. Check 1, 2. Check, check. I wonder if it's the top one. 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check, check. I don't remember which one it is. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. All right, so now it's only reading from 2. I'm holding it in. And now 1's coming online. It's still trying. Oh, it's trying to pair. That's what's going on. Bottom line, I'll just stay with 2 for now. But what I was trying to say is that you can have 2 of these. OpenCV. Hello? All right, I think it's fine. Is it fine? All right, so I'm just doing this just for this, just because the other. How was danger, danger? It's the adapter. I got to find the actual TRS adapter made by Rode. This adapter popped out. And that's what caused that problem. So I'll put you back on the floor. I don't know why anybody is here. But if you're interested in just listen to me screw around with this stuff. Sometimes a plain old tripod is just fine. Except for when it's not like, I don't know. The thing is you can't tilt this one down at all. There. All right. What was I doing? I'm going through all of this return shit. Because I think I put some stuff in here. Micro HDMI. ASMR is good for falling asleep. People say that, but I don't know. I think it's more about what they do after they listen to ASMR for 20 minutes that makes them fall asleep. Insignificant SanDisk. I don't need these anymore because I don't need. I don't need GoPro. This I need to find. This is what I'm looking for. Oh man, I wish I could get this mic to work. Look at that lapel mic, man. Look at that big ass lapel mic. It's probably got a really good gain on it. Lots of GoPro gadgets. That, you know, I got into GoPro for a while. I don't regret it. It's the only way to do really, really actiony stuff. But the truth is I'm not going to be doing that actiony. If I can run a 5K with a gimbal in my hand and I can bike with the gimbal on my handlebars, I don't really need more than that, you know? The phone is 100% waterproof, so it can put up with any kind of rainstorm, and the earplugs and I mean the mics and stuff are able to put up with a minimum amount of moisture. So they can't get inside of it, of course, but yeah, I could protect the mic pretty easily just by positioning them, you know. So that's that. These were shit. Oh my god, I thought these were gonna be so much better. I love Shure mics. They're horrible. They're absolutely horrible. It's like, sometimes I think companies will sell out because they know they need to make a product that's in a popular space. These were not that bad. These are like Beats wired headphone knockoffs, and they were pretty damn good. They're not as good as the other ones, but this is my most expensive piece that I wish I could keep, but I have no use for it. This is a remote UHF HDMI adapter. It turns any camera into a remote webcam. I'm thinking about keeping this, but I don't want to keep it unless I'm going to buy a DSLR camera, which I'm seriously thinking about doing as well. Did I say UHF? Is that right? Did I say it's UHF, right? I have 2 ears. No, I'm pretty sure it uses UHF. Yeah. Well, I know it has its own radio frequency. I don't remember. I think it's UHF. Yeah, this is like a really big deal, and there's like a lot of video production studios that use this. I've saw at least 2 different really serious video production studios that use it. And it takes a huge battery on the back. It's really heavy and stuff, but it has big old rabbit ear antennas that stick off of it. But apparently it'll go like 100 meters and give you a solid HDMI signal. Yep. So yeah. I really want to keep that, but they're $500. And I can't justify that until I thought I was going to use that locally around here, but now I'm just going to use the phone. Once again. Yeah, they do it. If you go look it up, it's called a Hollyland Mars 300 Pro. You should see the videos of what they've done with this thing. It's freaking amazing. They use them to set up cameras. They'll use like a Sony, like one of the Sony cameras or a GoPro or even an extra DSLR, and they'll set it up with a battery and they'll put it as kind of the behind the scenes view of their production, and they'll move it wherever they want to because they can move it literally anywhere in the studio. Man, it's like absolutely beautiful, pristine, maximum resolution. But that, I'm achieving the same thing here by just streaming from my phone. I have the mic, I have my phone, I have the camera for my phone. If I want to move around, I just move the phone around. I was thinking about doing this other one though, because then I could plug it into my OBS rig and just have it just be a different view, But the more I got looking into the whole OBS rig kind of idea, the more I realized I was going to be running back and forth to the system to move it around. Whereas if I have, if I have this, I don't have to do that. I'm gonna take my earphones off because it would drive me crazy. But I started to realize I didn't have to do that anymore. I realized that I could that I didn't have to run around the room. I mean, that I could just do this, and most of the time that way I could just move the camera and you guys don't care while I move it, and we get a new view, right? If I had to do that, the workflow for that, if I didn't have that and I tried to do it with a separate camera, would be move the camera, go back to OBS, switch the view, or put the view on and then just move. Actually, no, I could just move the camera around. I mean, there's still some value in doing it. So, for example, if I switch out my Rio and I actually use like a Rebel Canon or a Panasonic or something, if I go for that, then the next step is for me to hook the Rode. I got this really cool adapter. Let me show you. I got this really, really cool adapter. It just came today. It's so cool. I got this other adapter that connects to the soundboard. It connects your Rode wireless mic to the soundboard. And I'll show you that. I'm still looking for the other stuff, but I don't have time to put you on a gimbal, but I'll just try to be, you know, normal, relatively non-jittery. I don't know. We'll see about that, though. So this here. So this guy, wait. This guy, I need to open the window here. It's getting hot. Wish my wife wouldn't do that. I just have to let some air in. I have to let some air in. It's getting too stuffy. So this is awesome. You see it? VXLR. That's the Rode VXLR. This thing, I cannot wait to test this. So this, on one side, it takes an XLR, which goes into my soundboard. And on the other side, it takes a 3.5 millimeter microphone. You know what that means? That means you can use any microphone that will plug into a phone or the Rode or any of these. So these lab mics, right? So this is what you do. You take, first of all, there's never going to be enough signal. Oh, with those shoes? Oh, putting shoes in the thing? Oh yeah, that's pretty disrespectful, isn't it? I'm sorry, it's not a tradition. It's just something to keep my windows open. I am not normally this messy. Let me first say that. I'm messy, but I'm not this messy. All right, so, by the way, thanks for being here, Tiffany. I love that you're here from Japan. You know, I watch Rex CD, and I watch Rex CD, and I watch what's his name? There's another YouTuber who's in Japan all the time. I love Japanese IRL streamers, and usually I get to watch the Japanese IRL streamers when I'm like dozing off to bed or something. They're just coming on. So here's what I want to talk about. So this is the most magical piece of sound equipment I've ever owned. I still haven't owned a feedback buster. If I was doing sound gigs again, I would do that. So I do not have a sound buster. I mean a feedback buster. Feedback busters are downright miraculous, and if you're doing, you know, any kind of like sound for gigs and stuff like that. But in terms of like personal sound equipment, particularly for streaming, first of all, if you're streaming, you should probably, if you want to get serious about sound, you got to get a real soundboard, and I'll talk about that later. But this baby right here is magical. The Cloud Lifter. The Cloud Lifter. The humble Cloud Lifter. This thing it's rock solid. It's metal, and this will give you 25 decibels of ultra clean gain for just by activating phantom power. And if you're not a sound person, you don't know what that means, but I'll tell you a little bit. So that means that when gain is the increase in volume, right? So like when you turn a mic up, the gain up, it starts to pick up everything in the room, right? So it's really too bad, because if I could have put something like the Cloud Lifter on this Rode mic, I could have had cleaner gain. So you can be farther from your mic. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the main reason I'm using this is because I don't want to always be standing in front of my mic. I'm going to be doing yoga and stuff like that, right? So I'm not even going to be in the room. And it's also completely freeing. I mean, I can stand anywhere in this room. I can even, I'm considering, I probably won't, but I'm considering even streaming with just a lapel mic instead of my really great mics with squelch. Yeah. So this is a Cloud Lifter. So what this does is it adds gain. First of all, you almost never want to add gain by turning the gain button up on your board. Particularly if your board costs under $1,000, the preamps and everything on the board are going to suck so bad that when you turn the gain up, you're going to hear hiss and all kinds of crap on the board. But here's the secret. You put this is, by the way, this is a stand. You see all the YouTubers, and the streamers that have SMB 75, or is it 70? Is that right? I get it right? You know the Shure SMB 75 mic, the one that's kind of black. You'll even see it. Almost every streamer has it. It's like a black mic, and that mic is normally a dynamic mic that does not have enough gain to sound good, and to sound like really clean. And so you put this on there, and you just turn that dynamic mic, very dynamic mic, which means it just picks up right what's in front of it. And you put this on there, and now it picks it up even stronger, but it doesn't pick up any of the room noise. It just picks up what's right in front of you, like really strongly. And that is the absolute perfect streamer mic, particularly for people who have dogs and pets and stuff like that, because they can get right up on it, and it gets you that radio sound. But the thing I'm excited about is that this attachment right here means that I can actually use my Rode Go Wireless 2 with my soundboard. Right now I can't. Right now I tried it with my soundboard and it didn't have enough volume. There's no way I was ever going to have enough volume to do that. So what I do instead is I will be putting this in here, right? Like that. And now I can plug my my Rode mic. My Go Wireless 2 can be plugged into this, and then I can walk around the room and I can actually change the volume just like it was any other mic. And then I can walk around the house just fine, and I should have more than enough clean gain. I'll probably be able to turn down, right now the Rode has 3 different settings on it. We were clicking through them. The first one is really, really, really light, because it's just picking up like right here, just your voice right here, right? But unless you amplify that signal, it's not going to be loud enough for people to hear. But if you have a Cloud Lifter on it, then you get like ultra clean sound, because the mic is only picking up like right here, right? The mic's only picking up right here, but it's not doing it loudly enough. And so it only picks up what's right here, and then you boost it right before it goes into the board with the Cloud Lifter. And then you get a nice clean one. 25, yep, 25 decibels. So the reason you would want to do that is because you want to have a nice clean signal, and then I can turn the gain on the mic itself down. I can turn it down to level 1. Right now it's at level 3. That means if you turn up my sound, if you turn up my audio, you're going to hear everything. You're going to hear my fans. You can try it right now. If you go ahead and turn up the sound a little bit, you'll hear everything in the room. And there's nobody talking right now, but you'd hear them. You would hear them. You'd hear the people outside. You'd hear my fans. You hear anything that's within 25, 50 feet of this thing. So So that's why I'm excited, because this particular combination, which I'm dying to try, I might even try it now. When I plug this into the soundboard, then I can just use my webcam for the whole room, and I can just reposition my webcam to do whatever I'm doing, and I can just wear this mic. And that's fine for me, but I also want to consider keeping the shotgun mic, because when you're filming somebody else, you can't always put a mic on them, right? Like, I couldn't put a mic on the guy I was filming today. I was filming a guy giving a presentation, and I couldn't, and he was too far away, and I didn't get Zoom. There was a lot of problems, actually. But, so that is super exciting. I still am on a quest to find, my TRS adapter, because that other adapter is falling apart. Are you still getting sound, by the way? Are you still getting sound? You do like it? Logo Logic? Yeah. So here, I'm just going to go ahead. I feel confident with this because I've been watching Hitch for a long time, and this is exactly the same mic setups he has. Exactly the same. And his sounds pretty reliably good. The only time his sounds bad is when he goes in traffic. Because when he's in traffic, he's picking everything up. And that's when mine sounds bad too. So, I don't know what to do about that. Do you want to hear the traffic? Do you not want to hear the traffic? That kind of thing. Oh, that adapter, that doesn't go. I need to keep. I guess I can return that adapter. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough call. I could probably return it. I got to return all these gadgets. I'm going through them and cleaning them up. It's been quite a ride. Hey, how's it going, Blue Fuel? So what did you say? What do I use for mixer? My mixer interface? I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat off the screen over here. I use the. I'll show you this. Actually, I'll do a whole video on it if you want. I use the. I did a lot of research 2 years ago about this. Let me show you. I'll just tap. Now that I know the chat's working, I can go ahead and kill that. Yeah. I use this one right here. Come on, flip for me, baby. There. That's the one I use. It's the mic is kind of low now. Did something happen? Here, let me try to clip it. Is it better now? I clicked it one time. I might have this because I went to the number 2. It's the correct one now. Okay, good. Because I think I'm using the second one, so I don't think it was. So this is like really dusty. I need to clean all this stuff. So this is the MG10UXU. You don't need the U for Linux, but I don't know. I'm seriously thinking about making my primary streaming system a Windows box. Can't really hear me. All right, how about now? How's the sound now? Check 1 2, check 1 2. It should be better now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it doesn't ever blow your ears out though, so that's nice to know. But this is a fantastic board. I have had several boards. I had an 18-channel Behringer before that only lasted me a year and a half. I hate the push slider things. I'm a big fan of the dial knobs because the other ones break with the dust and everything. And I'm just running this through. Headphone out on purpose now. I just rechanged all the wiring on that. It used to go through the back. There's the other cloud lifter for my mic. This is my Shure SM7B. This is my Shure. This is the standard mic. This is actually the internals on this. I looked at the Rode. The Rode is a traditional radio. It's like, the one like, podcasters and radio announcers, they've been getting this other mic for a long time, but they changed out the internals. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this, but the competitor to this mic, the one that you'll see like on Twitch and stuff like that. I like those P's and G's. Oh boy, am I plosiving you to death? And so the Shure is actually better. They actually downgraded the hardware of Plenty and Glide faders. Is that what they're called? I didn't know that was what they were called. I don't like the push up and down ones. They short out. I've seen them go bad so many times. I just give me a dial. Honestly, just give me a dial. I mean, because my fingers know where the dials are. I got a sense of where the dials are better. This is the first real big mic I bought. I bought that back when I was doing, I was recording my own music and back in, 2011. And I was doing online performances and stuff for Second Life and things like that back in the day. I used to do online open mic stuff. It's really fun, by the way. If you ever want to get into open mic and you're too terrified to do it like in real life, it's really fun to do it virtually. You can do open mic virtually. You can like go virtual. I'm taking my socks off. You can do a virtual one where you just chill out and do stuff. How much battery? Oh, we only have 18% left. You know what? See, I need to get another adapter that has power in it also. Yeah. If I could get another adapter that has power in it, we'd be like set. Because the power, oh my God. Because right now I have a battery. I could plug this into the battery and have it run off the battery, but I can't because the USB only has so many things coming out of it. You know what I mean? I got to remember to look for that. Because most of the time, actually, let's think about this for a second. I need a really, 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 really high quality mic only USB-C to mic TRS adapter. That's probably the most important thing that I need. And I mean, that's really the most important piece of the whole kit for me. Because, and then, yeah, bye. Thank you for joining, Tiffany. I really appreciate coming by. Yes, have a good day. I'm just having fun here. I'm going to be going to bed here pretty soon myself. We had a great day today doing art stuff. You have the USB to the XLR one, but not seen a Type-C yet? Yeah, I haven't seen a direct Type-C adapter yet. At all. I haven't seen any of those. I need to find the highest quality USB-C to TRS that exists. That is my #1 purchase right now. And I don't care how much it costs. I need to find the absolute highest quality because this little piece of shit is what got me in trouble. I made a bunch of decisions based on this piece of shit, and I made decisions affecting my mic decisions, and it was actually the fucking adapter that was the problem. We just proved it. This thing needs not only to go back, it needs to go up somebody's ass because it's so fucking horrible. Sorry, but I'm mad because that cost me a lot of time and effort to try to figure that out, and money actually. I mean, depending on all this stuff, you can take any of this stuff back until February for Amazon, so I'm okay with that. The biggest cost savings of all, oh my God, people, I'm returning both of the Nighthawks. That's $1,000 right there. The Nighthawks are a waste of money. They're a fucking waste of money. I'm telling you, they're a waste of money. Hack up a personal USB interface and make it mobile. I thought maybe doing that actually. I could. My friends have done that kind of thing with power before. They take the anchor battery and use it to power robots and stuff. Yeah. Joke's on you. You like to waste money. I bought a lot of stuff, and I'm going to return almost all of it. I'm returning every single GoPro thing I have. Oh, that reminds me. What time is it? There's one GoPro thing that I need to check. Also, I'm going to paint my gimbal black. I hate that they made this color. Who made it this color? Whose decision was that? That was a fail. Nobody wants this because it sticks out. It sticks out. It doesn't blend in with the background. So I'll like wear black so I blend in. This is DJI. Yeah, I have both of them. I have the 3. This is the 3. This is the 3, and the 5. The 5 is kick-ass. They're both good. They're really great. I actually ended up getting both of them because my wife needed one. Whitman, what the hell? What the hell? What, I'm still just a big slob I used to always be, and I change my mind every 2 seconds? Do you want to find something else to pick on me for? I'm sure you're going to pick on me about something else. I've been talking about you. I've been telling everybody you're the one who says, no, that's stupid. That's stupid. Why are you thinking of it that way? And I'm like, okay, tell me why. I have to tell you. I tell this story every time because I have to talk about people who challenge you. And Whitman is one of the people who challenged me the most in my life. For all the right reasons, by the way. So, what are you doing now, dude? You probably can't tell me. Don't dox yourself. Are you doing DevOps still? It's a fucking piece of shit, goddammit. You know what? Guess what I passed today in the store? Guess what I passed in the store? Scandinavian fish in Trader Joe's. And I thought of you. I thought Whitman would be like, just fucking call them Swedish fish. See, I'm not even kidding. We were sitting in the line to go to Trader Joe's, and I saw like the sugar aisle, the gummy stuff, and I saw the fish, and I thought of Whitman. Whitman was the first person that came to mind. Non-denominational fish. I know. When Whitman was with us at SkillStack, he would always say, okay, what? I'd always be like, okay, he'd always bring me something. It was really nice. Instead of bringing me an apple, he'd bring me like Swedish fish or whatever, And he's like, okay, well, do you have any requests? And he would always bring us. He was like, what flavor of sugar do you want today? What flavor of corn syrup? What type of corn syrup would you like today? That was fun. It was good times. Yeah, I got video of you, dude, for being an ass in the past. No, I'm doing a university course, and I got to say that I'm sorry for thinking. Which course are you doing? You were pretty hot shit. For the time. I mean, all of you guys were and are. Yeah, Donovan's off doing amazing things too, and they're all gone. Everybody's off doing their thing. They're all off doing their thing, Whitman. They're off changing the world to be a better place. Well, you were an ass. You definitely were an ass. Oh my God. You were definitely an ass. But who wasn't? I mean, come on. Come on. A room full of like 10x nerds under 18. How can it not be anything but what it was? Yeah, he's not being brilliant. They all are. They're all doing crazy things. Yeah. Donovan is too. Gabe's like, did you hear they had Gabe TA for the assembly class? Unofficially. Because he had it all done already. There was like 100 people in his assembly class, and he's like, yeah, whatever. And so they made him TA. He paid money to NC State to teach everybody else in his class how to do assembly. I was slightly pissed off by that. I was like, well, you could have at least paid him something. Oh my God. Home 3 machines multicast mode? Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm like I skipped Docker Swarm. I'm doing Kubernetes these days. I don't know if you heard. Did you hear they got me doing Kubernetes every day, all day now? Yeah, I'm doing Helm and Kubernetes all day, every day. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to be doing Helm chart. I'm going to be turning Helm charts into Kubernetes resources if you want to look at that. Actually, the reason you're seeing me stream like this is because I'm cleaning out that wall right there. Yeah, we're cleaning out the wall right there, and I'm going to make a cluster with all those Mac Minis and MSI Tridents that we had left over. Complex shit. Oh my God, it's completely... Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking complex. It's nothing like Docker Swarm, huh? Dude, you knew about this stuff way before I did. You were the one who studied it before. You were the first one who. I hadn't even made a fucking Docker file. Have you done a Docker file yet? I bet you have by now. I hadn't even done any Docker. You know what? The one regret, Whitman. The one regret I have is that we didn't start teaching containers in 2014. We got Go right. We got Go right, but we should have started teaching containers in 2014. We should have started teaching containers in 2014, and we didn't. So I don't know if you're interested, but I did on the Beginner Boost video series in my playlist on YouTube. I did a Beginner Boost, which is basically the early skill stack stuff, but I did it all from Docker. So we use Docker to teach Linux, and we do a Docker file right from the beginning. You might like it. You might like to do it. You gotta learn it, right? I doubt they're going to teach it to you in school, though. You have chart. See, I'm trying to decide whether we're going to get rid of it. I'm just trying to decide whether we're going to. Hey, Drexel. I'm trying to decide whether we're going to drop Helm completely or not. I'd say tomorrow I'm going to be really stressed out. I've talked to some serious. Some of them are probably here. I've talked to some like serious high-end people, and learning containers in 2014 and 15. Yeah. Essentials and fundamentals. Yes. Yeah. What are you trying to deploy with Helm? Everything. So, I mean, you can watch the VODs, but the TLDR of the thing. Helm has problems, though, Whitman. Be careful. I used to think so, too. So we have a huge investment bank whose lead designer and architect says they have to do everything under Helm. And then we have other ones who have written books on Kubernetes who have said that they convert all their Helm charts into raw YAML file resource files and deal with those instead because Helm has so many bugs. We found at least 5 bugs in Helm, one of which I submitted a PR for against the Go source code, and the junior devs that responded to it trying to tell me to correct my Go code were so impossible to work with. I just said, fuck it. I didn't even say anything negative. I just said, I'm not dealing with this anymore. And actually we started a thing called apparate.io, which might replace it at some point. But so next for tomorrow, I've been asked to do the audit to audit our system resources and our system Kubernetes applications and decide what to do next and to make a recommendation. And the problem is that there's just no standard in the industry. Helm is the closest thing to a standard, but it's got so many problems that really well-meaning, well-knowing, wise people are just refuse to use it because it's so broken. And so I'm kind of in a tough position because I'm going to present all the options to the team, but I want to be fully aware of the options that don't involve Helm. Helm is not a package manager. That's the only thing I have to say. Helm is a builder, kind of like Make or the other ones from the web world. Not Make, but God, what am I thinking of? Not Gulp. I always forget. What's the the one that Svelte took over from? If you want to build TypeScript, you have to use it. I forgot the name of it. God damn it. Why can't I find that adapter? It's driving me crazy. I cannot find the adapter. It was here. Hey, you want a GoPro 8? Media mod. I don't even have a GoPro 8. I completely bought the wrong thing. Webpack, yeah. Webpack. Helm is Webpack. You can't change my mind. You can't change my mind. Helm is Webpack. And that's all. That's all it is. It's Webpack for Kubernetes. It's not a fucking package manager. Stop calling it that. Package managers are like apt install, we're done here. Helm is not that. That's all I have to say about that. Because if I say more, I'll get pissed and I'll start yelling. And nobody wants that. Not right now, anyway. Particularly since it's 10 o'clock on a Saturday. What time is it? Is it Saturday night, Friday night, Thursday night? I forgot. It's Saturday night, right? Oh, this is going back too. I got this big fancy thing for the Osmo, but no, you don't really need it. Just put it in your backpack. It's fine. I bought a lot of things that I had to learn the hard way, but Whitman understands this. Did you see the battery in my Dell blew up? Loosey-goosey, but the real Kubernetes package manager would cut the crap. I agree. If we could make that happen. The question is, people compare Kubernetes to a distro, but every single Kubernetes installation is different. There's no consistency. So you can't, I don't think you can approach it architecturally the same way. You know what I mean? I don't think you have the liberty to say, okay, we'll have Yum for this, and we'll have app for this, and we'll have Pacman for this, because those are assuming some level of consistency in the distros. But you don't have that. Every single Kubernetes installation, every single Kubernetes cluster is radically different. So it'd be like making a package manager that works for every single distro. You know what I mean? So that's why I think the approach is perhaps flawed. I think that just the base premise that, hey, we can actually make something that works everywhere is a bad idea, because it can't. It just can't. So maybe treat it more like, what was the one? Maybe treat it more like a builder. Well, I forgot the name again. Webpack. Maybe treat it more like Webpack. Yeah, it runs on everything. It might run on everything, but it doesn't mean that the installations are the same. You know what I mean? You can't put a Kubernetes application, which is, you know, anywhere from 1 to 100 different resource files, including stuff that changes the cluster level permissions, not just, you know, permissions for the application namespace. You know, you can't think of all of that as being consistent, because everybody has different ideas about how to install stuff. Some people want to label everything a particular way. Some people, you know, everybody manages their cluster slightly different, and unless you force them to do it the same way, I don't think we're ever going to hit that. I don't think it's ever going to be possible. And so I think the best you can do is create tools to facilitate people building their own applications and saving them in a GitOps enabled sort of way, so that they can monitor their own changes, and then producing your code that they're going to generate, Jupyter Hub or whatever, and then have them be able to like make those adaptations. We're down to 14% battery already. Yeah. And I think one of the problems with Kubernetes is there's too many layers of abstraction. The Helm template, for example, right? When you add a Helm template, you add all this configuration values that go into the template, and you add a new domain-specific language that is even more complicated. So now you have yet another language to learn just for that application, right? Whereas if you just made it something else, Flux, yeah. I don't remember Flux. Isn't Flux the language for Rust? I can't remember. You remember these? I still have them all. I used to give these away. I have so many fucking USB sticks now. I should do a Darlene. I should do a Darlene. Just like go spew those things all over the place. I'm gonna have to kill this stream for a bit in a bit here because of the battery on my phone. It's about to die, but this has been really good. This has been a really good test. I still can't find that fucking adapter. All right, one last thing. Can we agree? Can we just all agree that the only kind of extension cord you should ever buy is one like this? Who the fuck thought that any extension cord other than a flat one like this was ever a good idea? Can we just agree on that? Let's agree on that one thing. I just bought 4 of these because it's like right up against the couch, right? Or right up against the table or some shit, you know? Or to change the world shirts? Oh, hell yeah. I have those. There's a bunch of them I have to do. I still have 3,000 skill stack shirts. You want one? I still have 3. Remember we used to say that? Do you remember we used to always say, as soon as we make the t-shirts, the company will go under? Well, it didn't go under, but you know, COVID hit like a year after that. And that was when our apartment manager said, you got to move now. I was like, it was actually shortly before that. We tanked it. We jinxed it. We jinxed it by making t-shirts. As soon as we made those t-shirts, because we're like the anti boot camp. We learn skills before we have a t-shirt. You don't get a t-shirt until you know how to fucking code. Other boot camps is like, let's give you a t-shirt on the first day, rah rah, I have a t-shirt. I can't do shit, but I have a t-shirt, yay. See me, I have a t-shirt, I am a coder. I'm a coder because my t-shirt, see right there? It says I'm a coder. Seriously, we were like the anti-boot camp. They would do like summer camps. Summer camps would come out and you see pictures of like 15 kids with their shirts on. Like, and you like walk up to them, show me a for loop. What's a for loop? People go off to the Java and Minecraft coding camp and they come back. You remember when Reese did that? You remember when Reese came back from, he spent what, $3,000 on an on-site Ivy League Minecraft code camp. Came back, $3,000. He came back. Oh, you have a huge attract? Oh, can you like take a picture and send it to me in Discord? I have a Discord when it's not getting trolled. So Reese comes back and you're like, oh man, you tell us all about it. And he had this great experience away from home and everything. And I'm like, that sounds awesome. So show me the Java you learned. Oh, I don't have that. He didn't learn a fucking thing. $3,000 to go to some Ivy League school to say you went to a coding camp, and they had him cut and paste code from some other place. They had interns running it, and they would paste it into this other thing, and then they would make a module work for like 20 seconds, so they felt like they make a module. This is true. I'm not lying about this. It's your 101. This laughter is called Schadenfreude. That's what my wife taught me. It's called Schadenfreude, gaining pleasure from the pain of others. Do you remember when we started a Java class? Were you in that class? I think you were in the Java class that revolted. We started doing Java. Schadenfreude. We started doing Java, and about midway through the class, everyone said, "Can we just please stop? Teach us Go," and we shifted the whole class to Go. I'll never forget that. It's so ugly. I know, dude. I know. I got hired to work at IBM. I had to code that shit. I coded the shopping cart at Nike in Java. Yeah. I used to think it was all that. I used to think it was fantastic, and no. You can't make me now. Actually, if you're gonna do apps, mobile apps, that might be a reason to try it. But you know, because it's a little bit better than Kotlin sometimes for some things. What is this? I don't even know. My power's gonna die on y'all, but I'll stream until it does. I'll just switch over. So all I'm doing is unpacking shit. I do need scissors though. You can read your main language, they can speak up, and then, what's that? It's inconsistent, I know. Against what it wants to do, absolutely. But when I look at Ancient Straight's code, I know what's going on, but can't read it as fast. Yeah, Ancient Straight's is a wicked fast coder, oh my god. That dude, or dudette, I still to this day don't know, is doing phenomenal things. They are doing phenomenal things. Yeah. The key is to not change the landscape out from under somebody who codes that quickly. That's always hard. Whitman knows I did that enough. I would change the parameters of the project like every week. Because that's how I operate. What was that thing about Kotlin you said? How did it mute? I didn't mute it. I don't know how it muted. All that stuff I just said was muted, right? I feel so stupid. I just talked forever and I was muted. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what it was? I went to touch the chat and I touched the mute thing. It's pretty good because I was just gonna say my evil plan for how we could get all the gang back together and form a startup and a consulting startup and just dominate. Did I bash PHP? No. No, PHP's come a long way. I used to hate it. That language cost me money. I coded a ton of stuff for IBM in PHP on the server side, and because of its memory leaks and everything, we had to rewrite it all in Perl, and I lost a month and a half of work because of it. I had to rewrite the whole thing, and I was pissed because it made me look stupid. It blew up in my face, and I had to show the rest of my team the constant memory leaks and everything, and then everybody on the support forums was like, why the fuck are you using PHP to run longer than 2 minutes? It's supposed to be done after every web invocation. And yeah. Does the office smell like old Converse? Not yet. I want it to, though. They're not that old. Ow, fuck. Ow, fuck. I need to do more yoga. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's Darlene, too. That's how Darlene talks. Oh my God. Where the fuck is that adapter? God damn it. I gotta go through every single thing again, but maybe not right now. This is my garbage pile. It doesn't suck. No, it doesn't. I haven't worn those shoes in a long time. They were just there. I just use the window spring doesn't work. The spring on the window is busted, so it doesn't work. I need scissors. I'm going for scissors. I'm sure this is going to work when I walk out there, but we'll see how far away I can go. Can you hear me now? 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 I know it's annoying. Annoying, annoying, annoying. I'm being annoying. Being annoying on purpose. Is it working? I can still see the green bar, so sort of working. You hear my feet dragging? Did that work the whole time? You gotta be kidding me. Did that work for that whole time? Shit. You got to be kidding. I walked... Okay, so this Rode Go Wireless 2 is way better than that $300 transmitter, UHF transmitter. And then we have a proof of that. So go figure. That's fucking insane. That means when I connect it to the, like all I have to do is turn down my dynamic mic when I'm streaming, like in front of the computer, and turn up this mic and just have it on, and that means I can walk around the house. Just make sure I turn it off when I go in the restroom. That'd be unpleasant. You know what's gonna happen though. You know I'm gonna make that mistake. It's like we need to make some special emoji for the day that actually happens, because that will eventually. If I stream for the next 20 years, the statistical probability of me wearing my Rode mic into the bathroom at least once is probable. Either that or having sex with my wife. Which I would actually rather you hear my digestive system than that. So inappropriate. Oh my God, just stop, Rob. I know. Too much information. I'm terrified of it. I'm terrified of it because it's like I just feel like it's like fated to happen. And I mean, can you imagine? People have done worse things, right? People have killed people on live streams before. Like, oh wait, you were streaming that? Oh shit, I'm going to prison now. Old man sex stream. Yeah. No further comment for me on that. This is an age-appropriate stream. Only those 50 and older are allowed. Bum fights. Burn fights? Remember those days? Oh. God, there's like Yeah, our group kind of did that sort of thing. Even we did a lot of stuff. Whitman helped me with many things. He was the one who told me to go back to small micro projects, and we're doing that again. Actually, Whitman, I'm porting all of the Hello World and Bridgekeeper and all that. I'm porting all of that over to non-language specific challenges and putting them in a sort of a pseudo database, so that people can like pick them out and then do them in whatever language, so they can practice that language. I've actually been working on that on Sundays. They're all written in Python, and I have to kind of convert them over to just a list of requirements, so they can be written in assembly or BrainF or Ruby or Rust or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that we decided that the other last Sunday we decided to stick with that because it's the most engaging and it's the most entertaining way to learn to code. If you start with like the stuff you have to learn, it's not fun. But if you start with like some cool little thing, even if you get the dopamine hit of like building something, even if and you know it's not specific, you know, it's like make it do something like this, you know. How's it going, Time Traveler and GB? We got 10% battery on this phone. Just so you know, if the phone dies, I'm here in the lab. I can just studio/lab, and I can just pop it on. I'm just testing the mics out and stuff, and they seem to be working pretty well. I'm super happy. I mean, you gotta understand, this is like a serious stress reliever for me. I have been stressing the fuck out about how I was gonna do this, how I was gonna stream me putting a computer together or making network cable or something like that, and this is now sort of becoming less of an issue. Not to mention, like I could like set you like on the other wall. That would actually be really fun. We should do that next time I do like an art stream. Let's make a Railcore 2 printer. Why not? Make a live broadcast light in your room that turns green or red. Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do that. So did I move? This is an apartment. Yeah, if you watch some of the VODs, Whitman, if you watch some of the VODs, you'll see. Yeah, I doxed myself pretty bad. I had to make a decision there, and I guess I'm gonna be willing to be doxed in order for people to, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of over it. We're gonna move anyway, so yeah, I probably won't dox my exact. That's gonna be really hard, even in Spruce Pine. So this is how to dox. Well, yeah, I mean it's just knowing about where somebody lives. I don't know. I might be naive. I tend to be a naive guy, but I don't know. I want to hope. I have a particular set of skills, and I have people that I know who have a particular set of skills. So let's just put it that way. The shoe in the window, that was temporary. That's just temporary. So yeah. So I let's put it this way. I don't feel like I'm in danger. You know, plus it would be different if I had young kids with me and stuff like that. Speaking of which, you know, Ben's in Canada now. Did you know that, women? Ben's in Canada now. I'm in Mooresville. It's the shoe in lull. You've been watching the Jungle Cruise? I've been watching the Jungle Cruise, and it's like pun after pun. It's really awesome, but it's kind of lame. You guys have to come down a bit. I'm sorry, I have to. This is driving me crazy. I love that little tripod thingy. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, he married his husband up there that he met. Yep. Yeah, he's doing great. Shit, what's that? Is that you in my Discord? Who's in my Discord? Who's chatting at me in my Discord? I should go look at it. I just heard it come through. I think we're gonna lose battery here, but I told you the drill, right, everybody? I'll just pop right on the other one. We'll go from that. I actually want to get OBS to work for that. There's a way you can stream. I can click a button and it'll stream to OBS. And then OBS, there's a plugin that'll detect if the stream drops and it'll just go back to streaming fish or something. Yeah. Some XSplit. Yeah, same sort of thing. Yep. Yeah, OBS will do the same thing. Yep. Whitman, you should check back later. Remember that red monstrosity? The non-rack made from IKEA? It's still here. It's still alive. It's still alive. It's like one of the few things from SkillStack left over. I'm so glad Whitman just stopped by to shoot the shit with us tonight. Feels good. Feels good to have him. How's your family, by the way? I probably shouldn't ask online. I'll ask another time. I'll never forget that time your dad came in and said, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we were hacked. We have to catch this hacker." Do you remember that? And we dropped everything from the class to catch that hacker, to get as much info as possible. I wonder if Whitman remembers that. I'm sure he does. That actually happened. Whitman, you remember that night? His dad was freaking the fuck out. He's like, "You have to help me. Somebody hacked us, our website. We don't know what's going on." And so we okay, action stations. That was awesome. We had identified the IP and we had all the information for him right away about what to do, right? And he's like, "Oh," and we didn't fix it for him, but he was able to go trace it down. Or how about the other time you hacked a furniture store, you little piece of shit. I can call you that now because you're an adult. Do you remember when you hacked the furniture store next to the Panera Bread? You're like, "Yeah, I hacked him." I'm like, "No, you're supposed to go ask him before you can hack him." "Okay, fine, I'm gonna go tell him." Do you remember that? And you were like, we should get a fog machine for the van, so because we're so badass when we walk out of it, we'll take some slow-mo shots. And you walked right over to there. One of our handful of field trips. We were supposed to have more. Oh, it was you. It was either you. It might have been Tim. Tim didn't hack people very frequently, though. If he did, he didn't tell anybody. Because he was so quiet. He probably could have. Yeah. I just remember somebody going over there and just telling them, "We hacked you. Your Wi-Fi's got the default router password. You might want to change it." And I was like, "Don't embarrass them. Don't embarrass them. They'll come after you. Organizations do not like to be embarrassed. If you embarrass them like that, they're like, 'We never gave you permission to do that. We're going to sue your ass,' just like they did to Randall Schwartz, author of Learning Perl and non-hacker, who was doing something very nice for Intel, ran Jack the Ripper on their password file, told them they needed to reassess their security, and they took him to court and won. They convicted him of hacking because it wasn't within scope from the work he had been given. Do not be Randall Schwartz. Merlin is his Twitter handle. He still goes by it. He's still an amazing Perl god. Doesn't want to learn anything else. Sniffing non-SSL traffic, yeah. No, we weren't sniffing any traffic. All we did is port scan. We just scanned the IPs in the area over Wi-Fi, and we found it. And they had exposed their admin password to the internet. They're so fucking stupid, and they had not changed the default. Dude, you can just go on Shodan.io and say, "Show me anything that's got Netgear in the keyword string," and you can hack 60 people in 20 minutes because nobody's changed their default passwords and they're pointing up to the internet, which means they activated internet access to it, which is even stupider. It's not hard to hack. I'm not supposed to talk about hacking. It's against terms of service. It is. I don't want to get in trouble. They'll come after me. They'll say, "You are not supposed to talk about hacking. No talk about hacking." Wireshark working? Oh, yes, we were that one time. Actually, you might remember this. Where is it? I have 15 alpha dongles that I just got to get rid of. Where did they go? Oh, here it is. These things are still good. We all want to. They're all rando. These things are still good. They don't do like N or G or something, but they're still pretty good. This is the go-to Wi-Fi hacking mechanism. You want this. The alpha dongle. So this, let's see if I can get it out. I have a ton of them out already. So this here device, by the way, if you want, Whitman, did you ever make one of these with the can? You put the guts of this in the can? Yeah, I want to do that. We never actually got around to that. I really want to still do it. You know what? We need to do that before I leave the apartments. Because, I mean, there's so many fucking Wi-Fi. So this here, this alpha, to do for shit anymore. Yeah, because you have college, which you're now going to be in debt for. Yeah, college just sucks so bad right now. It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm so sorry, my friend. I tried to get you ready as best we could before that, but it's still that fucking rite of passage. Everybody's got to do it, you know. Oh, you're working too, yeah. Are you doing tech work, I hope, or services? Nobody's hiring. Isn't it shit? They don't hire without it. I know. Isn't it? You know what? There are places that will do it. There are places that will hire you. So why is this one good? This one's good because it comes in promiscuous and monitor mode. Oh, tech department? Nice. Well, at least it's tech job. Dude, there's like hundreds of people on the stream that would give anything for just a basic tech job right now. You know what I mean? They would. And I tell people all the time, I was like, look, you know what? I fucking hate A+, but if you want a tech job, get A+, get a tech job. It's better than waiting tables, you know? But if you have to wait tables, do that. Do whatever you have to do. Just don't go into crazy debt. I mean, you know that. You know that. I don't imagine that'll be as big a problem for you, though. You'll hire anyone that can just fix problems. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a lot of people out there that will hire people like that. And by the way, they live here. So Whitman, I don't mind telling you, I got my current job with a company that I can't tell you. Big old company, big ass company, with their own Class A IP address. From the stream, I met somebody here. And I had to, my wife is working and everything, so I had to kind of make ends meet, and the mentoring online wasn't doing it. So I went, and insurance, you know, is a thing that you should have during a pandemic. We have people all over the world. Yeah. Believe Phil, and this is what I'm trying to say. So to all the people, the few people that are here, there's not that many people here. We have a small community. Most people on Twitch think I'm an asshole, and that's wonderful because it keeps it nice and small. I am an asshole. Whitman will confirm it. I'm an asshole. I've always been an asshole, but I'm on your side, even though I'm an asshole. And we decided to pursue this. We've had a lot of people tip for U.S. students, take exchange in Norway and save money. Yeah, Morgenground. I've been telling people this. Brussels. What is the other one? Brussels. Germany, Norway, and there's another one. There's like 3 or 4 European countries that are actively pursuing expat education. They're like giving people money to help them get started and set up so they can live in their country and go there to learn. Assholes make good content. Not always. Some of my content's pretty lame. Like me pulling my beard. Here, should I trim my beard? Yeah, this is some quality content right here. This is premium content. Quality content. Like, so that's what Sushi Dragon says. Sushi Dragon's like, you know what? This is actually a really great way to do this. I gotta remember doing this. Quality content. Dude, if the girls can do this the whole time, and this, and this, and this, and this, then why can't I trim my fucking beard? I'm gonna run out of battery. Sushi Dragon's the best. I love him. Did you know he lives in Montana? No kidding. The guy lives in Montana. This is like really useful. I gotta remember this. Now I know why the girls are always looking at their cameras. I do. The girls are always looking in their cameras when they're doing their makeup and shit. It's like a fucking amazing mirror. I gotta do that more. I got stuff all over me now. My phone's warning me it's gonna go away. So I'm gonna look at that. Viewership just went up and went. Look, fuck you, Whitman. Whitman. See, Whitman reflects back my asshole, and it's awesome. We get this reflection going on, and then we make great things. We make amazing things. Yeah, I have to quit this stream right now. I'm gonna start it back on the other thing. Bald headshot for the win. I have to go. Bye. I'll be right back on the other stream.